Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm John Muro, and today we're going to be talking about the news that's going on, stimulus, and today I have a huge surprise for you guys. If you've been wanting another stimulus check, then stay tuned until the end because it may be your state that's giving them out. And if you're trying to figure out when you will be getting your SSI payments, I will have that information as well. So let's get started. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, why not become a part of the True Life Investing family by subscribing to our channel, where we will bring you the news that helps you and possibly makes you more money. And if you like making more money and getting paid, then smash that like button and let everybody know. So everyone could use some extra cash. The question is, how do we get it? Well, right now until February 28th, you can apply for a one-time $2,000 stimulus check. Yes, you heard me, $2,000. But you have to act now because the deadline is fast approaching to apply for a one-time $2,000 stimulus check for individuals and $4,000 for 500,000 Americans. Officials launched the Excluded New Jersey and Fund, a $40 million package designed to provide relief to undocumented immigrants affected by the pandemic. Successful single applicants are in line for a check worth up to $2,000, while families with an income of less than $55,000 can get up to $4,000. Man, talk about a hookup. That's what I call taking care of your people. So the deadline for the applications is February 28th. And more than $9 million has already been paid out to 4,000 people, according to the NJ.com. Now, if you want to get this money, and you have to make sure that you get on there super fast, because they're saying that once the money is gone, it's gone. No more. Americans have been warned that the application process will shut earlier if the $40 million has been spent. More information about that program will be found in the description below with a link, okay? So you'll find that link in the description below if you want more information and you live in New Jersey. So now let's talk about the stimulus boost. Meanwhile, proposed legislation in Oregon could see more than 250,000 Americans receive a stimulus boost. Initially, lawmakers flirted with a proposal that aimed to send up to $2,000 stimulus payments to essential workers and give $1,200 to unemployed residents who return to work. It was then said to be scaled down to $1,000 in January. Then the payments have been reduced again to $600. And you might ask, man, how did it go from $2,000 to $1,000 now to $600? Well, the plan is the estimated cost of a $180 million plan that they've got to give everybody money. But the reason why, this is what Adriana, a chief sponsor of the bill, said, that the proposal has been downsized because the previous level would have made recipients eligible for federal taxation, as reported by the Oregon Public Broadcasting. The new bill allows eligible workers to get the full payment, the $600, without worrying about taxes. So that's why they downscaled it, even though more money is better, right? But hey, we take what we can get. Workers are eligible for the payments if they applied for the earned income tax credit of their 2020 state taxes. And now the news that you have been waiting for. So there are 20 cities and states offering universal basic income payments up to $18,000 over 2 years. And this information was so much that I decided just to show you on the screen. So number one, which is Alaska. For a while now, Alaska has been giving its citizens checks under the Alaska Permanent Fund. The fund, which has been around since 1982, was designed to provide state citizens with a portion of the state oil revenues. Well, that's nice. The Sovereign Wealth Fund pays out annual dividends to eligible citizens. To qualify, you must be an Alaskan resident for at least a year, but you're not eligible if you've been convicted of a state felony or jailed. Last year's payment went out to 643 1,000 Alaskans, totaling $1,114 per person. Man, that's pretty awesome. The highest payout occurred in 2008 when the payment was $2,069. Wow. Oh, props to Alaska. That is pretty cool. So number 2, Arizona. Struggling families in Phoenix, Arizona can pick up their $2,000 debit cards right now. Normally each month, eligible families will be getting $1,000, but they will get $2,000 in February because there were no payments in January. Participants in the program were given a link to sign up for an appointment and pick up their cards. To be eligible, a family of 4 earnings cannot exceed 80% of the median income for their area, which is $63,200. So definitely check that out. Birmingham, number 3. The city of Birmingham, Alabama will be paying single mothers guaranteed income for 1 year. There will be 100 mothers who will receive $375 a month for a year. Wow, that's definitely going to be helping out. The program started accepting applications on January 31st for 1 week only. Okay, so I would definitely check in on that and see if there's anything else available. Number 4, Chicago. The Windy City Council approved a budget in October that included $500 monthly payments to 5,000 households for a year. However, checks have yet to go out. In fact, not even a single application has been accepted, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. So they're still working on it, but Mayor Lori Lightfoot's office said in a statement that an announcement regarding specific eligibility criteria and the application process would come in February. So stay tuned because all this stuff is coming into play. Number 5, Columbia. Struggling dads in Columbia, South Carolina can get reoccurring support under a city program. Last year, 100 low-income fathers in Columbia got debit cards worth $500. They will continue to get those payments for several more months. Durham. In December 2021, Durham, North Carolina launched its UBI Pilot program that is giving $500 monthly payments for a year. Most of the funds for the $700,000 pilot program will be provided by Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey. Eligible participants must be at least 18 years old and formerly incarcerated. While there's no work requirement, if you earn an income, it must not exceed 60% of the area's median income. Also, incarceration must have taken place within the last 5 years. Number 7, Georgia. The state of Georgia has 2 UBI programs helping women and low-income residents. Firstly, around 650 black women in Georgia are set to get their monthly $850 payments over the next 2 years. Launching by the Georgia Resilience and Opportunity Fund in the early 2022, the program is worth around $13 million. It initially would be available in Atlanta's historic Old Fourth Ward, but will later expand to at least 2 extra sites in Southwest Georgia and the metro Atlanta suburbs. Secondly, an Atlanta program called Impact will help 300 residents who are at least 18 years old and live below 200% of the federal poverty line. Those who are accepted will get $500 per month in guaranteed income during a 12-month period. Applications for this program opened up on January 26th. So you definitely want to check this information out to see what's been available. And remember, guys, this stuff is always refreshing, so you always want to go in there. You want to double check it. I'm putting this link to this article in the description below, so go there, check out to see if your city or state is offering anything, whether it's going on now or it's expired. But there's so many things on here that you could literally find some kind of help. Number 8, Jackson. In Jackson, Mississippi, a UBI program has been in place long before the pandemic. So in the fall of 2018, the not-for-profit Springboard to Opportunities started the Mangolian Mothers Trust. It provides low-income black mothers in Jackson $1,000 a month for 1 year with no strings attached. The initial pilot program helped 20 women for December 2018 to November 2019. In March 2020, it grew to help over 100 mothers. So definitely take that it's growing and they're helping more and more people out. Currently, it's in its third round of aid giving UBI to 100 mothers in need. Number 9, Louisville. Young adults in Louisville, Kentucky can apply for $500 monthly payments right now. The payments will go out to 150 young people between the ages of 18 and 24. Those eligible need to live in one of the 3 neighborhoods, California, Russell, and Smoketown. Applications will remain open through Monday, February 21st. So that's kind of already passed. But I wouldn't be surprised if something like that was not still valid, because they always file extensions. You never know when they're going to file an extension on something. Los Angeles has recently announced a UBI plan to help low-income workers. The program is called Big Leap. A total of 3,200 families will get $1,000 in monthly installments for a year. Eligible families have incomes that sit at or below the federal poverty line, which is $26,200 for a 4-person family. Minneapolis. This spring, the city of Minneapolis will begin its Guaranteed Basic Income Pilot Program. There will be 200 families chosen to receive $500 every month for 2 years. Wow. Eligible participants must have an annual income or below 50% of the area median income for Minneapolis. Your situation was affected by the pandemic and live in a Pacific zip code within Minneapolis. Thanks to Newark, New Jersey expanding its Guaranteed Income Pilot Program, 400 residents will now get payments for 2 years. The payments totaling $12,000 over 2 years will be giving out in 2 ways. Half of those participating in the program will get $250 on a bi-weekly basis, while the remaining 50% will get 2 payments of $3,000 each year, according to a statement by the city. The residence programs were selected after applying via online portal, which was done in partnership with the University of Pennsylvania Center for Guaranteed Income Research. The residents were selected based off the following requirements: must be at least 18 years of age, must possess an income or be at below 200% of the federal poverty line, must be adversely impacted by the pandemic. Number 13, New Orleans. Teens in New Orleans, Louisiana will be getting $350 in monthly payments as part of the state's financial literacy program. The payments are expected to begin in the spring of 2022 and will last for 10 months. To qualify, you must be between the ages of 16 and 24 and either unemployed or not in school. So for those that have kids, let them know that they can be getting help getting these monthly payments. Man, that is awesome. We're almost done, guys. Number 14, New York State. During the pandemic, not many groups have suffered high unemployment quite like artists. And so what they've done for the artists is the CRNY program will provide $125 million in relief funds to artists. Specifically, 2,400 artists in New York State will get $1,000 payments over 18 months. Additionally, the program will offer 300 employment opportunities to artists for 2 years, which will pay $65,000 annually. Wow. Eligible artists can now start applying for there's no strings attached payments right now. Another program is guaranteed income to 100 New York City mothers with children under the age of 3. If you're in New York, you have children under the age of 3, take a look at this because they are receiving $1,000 a month for 3 years. This program is set to expand in the spring. So you want to get everything together. All the links are here to start taking a look at it, to get your everything together, get everything in order, so that way you can jump on any opportunity to get a stimulus boost. Number 15, Oakland. In Oakland, California, 600 families are benefiting from the gift of cash, which can be used however they like. Phase 1 started in spring of 2021, where 300 people were chosen to receive $500 for 18 months. Now, an additional 300 families are receiving the same benefit. So there's a link here that says that the money's coming from the donations and community organizations. Eligible families were chosen from a pool of applicants who met the requirements, including a family with one dependent child under the age of 18 and an annual household income no more than 138% of the federal poverty line, and families must live in Oakland. You live in Oakland, definitely check this out. All right, guys, we're almost done. Philadelphia will start a guaranteed income pilot program in March, so we're ahead of the game. It will give 60 people $500 a month for 1 year. The recipients will be chosen from a pool of 1,100 people who currently receive federal aid through the TANF or the Temporal Assistance for Needy Families. So if you're in Philadelphia, man, this is ahead of the game. You can get ready. You can check out these links, and they will show you how to get in if you are eligible to receive $500 a month for a year. Pittsburgh plans to use some of its funds through the pandemic to give relief to 200 households with low earnings. Specifically, these households will get $500 a month in payments for 2 years. According to Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto, the city will start making the payments later this year. Assuming that they get the full payments for the 24 months, those would equal $12,000. Wow, what a big help. Rochester. In December, Rochester Council approved a 2-year pilot program. The program aids to provide 500 payments to 175 low-income families in Rochester, New York. Families for the first 12 months. Then in the following year, a different set of 175 families in Rochester would get $500 monthly payments. The payments will go out to households at or below 200% below the federal poverty line. Incoming Mayor Malik Evans wants to look at the program and see if he can raise it up, meaning more payments to the families that could be larger. Shreveport. Applications for the UBI program, they've already closed, but they have selected the participants and they've notified them through email or phone. But this will apply to 110 residents who will be getting $660 monthly payments for a year. Now, to get the payments, a resident in the city must be a single parent with an income of 120% below the federal poverty line. The city defines a single parent as a mother, father, step-parent, grandparent, caregiver, or legal guardian with a school-aged child. The child needs to be at least 3 years old and less than 20 years old as of August 2021. Also, the city said if you're unmarried and you cannot be living with a partner. The city accepted applications January 17th. Payments are expected to be rolling out on February 28th. Now, if you think about it, all this information, even though it's already closed and they've already got all the people, you can get ready for the next year or the next time that they do this. You'll already be ahead of the game. All right, guys, last one on the list, Washington, D.C. In January 2022, Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser announced a new $1.5 million UBI program for new parents in the area. The Strong Family, Strong Future D.C. program will provide $900 per month for 1 year to 132 new and expectant mothers in wards 5, 7, and 8. The program is expected to launch this month and will be implemented by the nonprofit organization Martha's Table. We explained 4 things you need to know about the stimulus payments in 2022 and beyond. Plus, see how families with kids under 13 could get a surprise stimulus payment of $8,000. Guys, is that not good news? Man, that is amazing that 20 cities and states are offering universal basic income payments up to $18,000 over 2 years for Americans. This is additional. This is extra to help everyone out through this pandemic that's been struggling. I mean, this is awesome. I told you guys I had a surprise for you. This was a ton of information, but I wanted to show you guys on the screen. Don't worry, all this information, this article, the link will all be in the description below, so you can click on it and find your city, find your state, and click on the links that they have to get the information you need to either get involved, get that money coming, or apply for it, or hold on to it so that way when it comes available again, you'll already have all the information. Now, for those that are needing dates on the SSI payments, here's some more information. On the other video, I just gave it to you for the month of March, but I have from the month of March all the way down to December. So all that information will be in the description below. If you want to take a peek, if you want to see what date you're going to be receiving your check, definitely look at that. All that is in the information below. Man, guys, I've done all this research. I hope that it helps you guys out. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Let us know how you feel about all this stuff that's going on. And also, if you're wanting to see certain videos, such as stimulus videos, updates on the child tax credit, anything that's going on, whether it's investing or, hey, should I invest right now? Or what should I do with my money? I'm working on some more videos to come soon that will help you guys out a whole lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm John Muro. Peace.